this is Dr. Anderson. I'm here to talk to you about exercise, and it's very important in many cases for weight loss, obviously, and just feeling good, and also for your sleep, because it does have an impact on sleep and what happens when you're sleeping. So one study I want to share with you, I think is really informative, where they studied this. They basically had one group of subjects that exercise at 7 a.m., another group at 1 p.m., and then another group at 7 p.m. And just to compare what happens to them at night. And the big takeaway with this is, from this study at least, 7 a.m. one, the people that exercise in the morning do sleep better, may create more melatonin when they go to bed, which is good for sleep and good for burning fat. And the big thing from this study was that they found that their blood pressure at night was about 25% lower than in the other groups, meaning your blood pressure is lower, your heart muscles are relaxing, and that has a little bit to do with what's called the parasympathetic nervous system versus the sympathetic nervous system. And if you aren't aware what these are, the sympathetic nervous system is what we call the fight and flight nervous system. So if you're really angry or you're afraid, it's the system that kind of pumps out adrenaline in your body. You're excited, and it's called the fight and flight system. And it's not good to be in a sympathetic state for a long period of time, because it is not that good for your heart in terms of the rhythm and the beats and such. So the parasympathetic system, on the other hand, is more of your very relaxed state when you're meditating, when you're sleeping. And so there's a balance between the parasympathetic input into the heart muscle and the sympathetic input into the heart muscle. And if you can have a little bit of more parasympathetic input, that creates better heart health. And that's kind of the message with this: is lower blood pressure, more parasympathetic tone into the muscle, and that may be a very good thing. So just realize that it's better to do exercise early, 7 a.m. At the beginning of the day, and it also may help with your circadian rhythm, just the clock that we all have in our brain as to when we should go to bed. It's dark out now, we need to go to bed at the beginning of the day. It's good to do your exercise. So the other thing I want to mention real quick is a little bit of a tip about exercising. Is something else that I learned recently, because a lot of you may be thinking, oh, I got to get up and run, I got to go walk for 20 minutes, and it's just too much time, I just can't do it. And it's amazing that their new studies pretty much are saying how little time you may need to spend on doing any kind of exercise, even 5 minutes, even 10 minutes. And one of the things, one of the forms of exercises, and there's different names for these, maybe interval training, and there's another name or two, but the basic premise is that you do something that's pretty high intense, like for maybe 2 minutes, and really push yourself, get that heart rate up pretty good. That might be one of the best things, if you're able to, if it's safe for you to do it, is sprinting. Like, run as fast as you can for maybe a minute or two, and then take about a 2-minute rest, and then do it again. And you do this, you rotate this maybe about 4 to 6 times. I myself, I get up and do some push-ups, I do some pull-ups, and I might do it for a minute or two, pretty high intensity, and then I rest for a couple minutes. And I just do that about 4 times. It gets the blood going, but it really gets your heart rate up, and it really is pushing your heart closer to its maximum capacity. And by doing that, you are making your heart muscle get healthier and have better capacity to function. So a little bit of a tip about exercise: it's better to do something rather than nothing. So don't make time your excuse in the morning. That's the message. Is you can look this up on YouTube or research about just doing quick little interval training. It could be whatever exercise you want. Maybe it could be running in place, maybe it's doing some weights, push-ups, calisthenics, or maybe going on a really brisk walk and just, again, push yourself for a couple minutes, maybe a minute or two, and then have the equivalent amount of rest time. So just some good things to know about when it comes to exercise, because that's really important. And we'll talk more about other items here that I would like to share with you. I think are really important for your general health. And I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're getting more and more people subscribing. I really appreciate your support. And also share this with other people and give us a like. And if you have any comments, we'd really appreciate that too. Thank you for watching.